The front present is a great exercise to build up proximity between ourselves and our dogs on walks. It's effectively a combination of a recall and a sit, where your dog has to find the front of you, whichever direction you might be facing in, and come and sit in front of you. We start this off by luring it. So we're going to take a treat on our dog's nose and manoeuvre them towards us, raising the treat up so that they effectively fall into that sit. We don't want to use our cue for recall or the sit at this point, because we're going to give this exercise a completely new name in a short while. So just luring the behaviour over many repetitions until your dog is comfortable coming towards you and getting into that sit is the very first stages of teaching the front. When your dog is following that lure reliably and getting nice and close towards your body, then we want to start adding in our cue. So I call this front, but you can use whatever cue makes sense to you. We're going to say our word, front, then we're going to use that lured motion again to get our dogs into the desired position. Front. As we're starting to build this up, if you would like to increase your dog's proximity to your body, if they're maybe sitting a few feet away from you rather than really close, then when you have that treat in your hand ready to reward your dog, make sure you hold the treat nice and close towards your legs. So your dog has to lean its head slightly forward to take the treat. Hopefully this will help encourage the chance for your dog to shuffle its bum in each time as it realises that the treat comes near to your body as opposed to a little bit further away. Once our dog is happily following the both verbal cue and that lure, we're going to start to remove that lure. So we're just going to say the word front and just gesture towards our body and wait for our dogs to come towards us and then also get into that sit. Then we can start to add in a bit of distance, and this is where it becomes part of the recall process. So when you reward your dog, toss that treat away to get them a little bit further away from you. And once they have finished eating that treat, you're going to then call in your front, and they're going to be able to come to you from a slight bit of a distance, with your body still directly facing them at this point. Front. And then finally, we want to start to change the position of our body. So we're looking slightly away from our dog when we ask them to come into that front. We can build this up to eventually being able to ask our dogs to come into that front present, even if our back is turned to them. This is great because this allows our dogs to understand that they need to orientate to that front of us to give that real focus on walks when we say this cue. A great exercise for building up proximity and also a nice alternative to your recall. I hope you enjoy teaching your dog the front present.